What's up, everyone? Welcome to the podcast, Finally, a reason to use my psych degree, with your favorite college graduate, Caitlin, with today's episode, Love at First Sniff. Hi, hello, I hope you guys are doing so well today. As for me, a little bit of an update. Yes, I still have COVID. No, I haven't changed my shirt, and there's nothing wrong with that. You want to know why? Because pheromones are creating the natural sense of love and the natural smell of the human body, which I like to think was what made my boyfriend so attracted to me. Although I can't really smell, and I'm not quite sure what I smell like now, although he has reminded me multiple times to take a shower today. The word pheromone is probably one you've heard used before. It's when an individual from one species transfers their special smell to another individual of the same species, and a social interaction then is released. So when this is released, it acts like a hormone and then creates a behavior from the other individual. And the real question is here, does human attraction and pheromones have any relationship? So pheromones are known to help species understand a different gender and be able to react based on that gender. And there's been one study in particular that I found quite interesting. Researchers followed 18 professional lap dancers for 2 months and tracked their work schedules, their tip revenue, and their menstrual cycles. And it was discovered that women who were in their most fertile peak in their cycle made $335 on average in tip revenue, compared to $260 in the rest of their section. Menstruating women made $185 per tipped revenue schedule. Another similar study had men smell T-shirts of women, and they found that men actually had higher levels of testosterone in their bodies when they smelled the shirts of women who were closer to ovulation than women further away. Another interesting study I ran across during this search was that women were smelling men's T-shirts, and they found that women were more attracted to the men's smell if they had a higher intake of fruits and vegetables in their diet than others. So how does all of this happen in our body? Well, it's not by accident. It's called the major histocompatibility complex, and it's built into your immune system. So a researcher named Vasaki was able to conduct some research and the most well-known T-shirt related study to pheromones and mate selection. So back to the major histocompatibility complex. I'm going to call it MHC for short. Now he was able to conduct this study. He had females smell the shirts of males, and during this time they didn't use antiperspirant, nothing, normal body odors that we're talking about here. Women who had a different immune system than the men they were smelling found them more attractive, even if they didn't find them more attractive in their photo. For women are more likely to pick a man with an opposite immune system pheromone smell so their child can be the most diverse and have the highest likelihood of surviving. It all goes back to those instincts to survive. I'm going to mate with someone who has a completely different immune system than me, so my child has the highest likelihood of surviving. However, the only problem with understanding these studies is that we all smell things differently. Our olfactory systems are all different, so it's hard to understand a perfect smell or a perfect result in pheromone that will enhance mate selection. It all just depends on our immune systems. So don't worry, the next time you're on a date and the person has terrible BO, that just means you guys have the same immune system. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can look past that. Or you could just give them a stick of deodorant in a shower. Either one. Thanks for listening to my podcast, Finally, a reason to use my psych degree. Stay tuned next week to see if I'll find another.